Hello, Sheppo here. I'm not dead. I'm not dead, but my World of Warcraft series probably is dead. I've lost a lot of interest in that game overall, probably because we're coming up to the end of the expansion, and also because there's this new hero on the horizon called Wildstar, which is released on June 3rd, so just a few weeks away. At the moment we have actually a beta weekend. It's not quite an open beta weekend, but it's pretty close. And if you want to get onto it, or onto the next one, I think the next one is an open beta weekend, then check out, just do a Google search for Wildstar, and yeah, hop in, because it's a pretty amazing game. It's actually developed by the guys over at Carbine, and that was set up a good few years ago by people who left Blizzard after working on World of Warcraft and a couple of other games that they've worked on. So this is, you could look at this as WoW 2.0, I guess. It's a very, very polished game. It's for a beta, it's complete. It has everything in there, all the kind of content you could possibly want, and more. It has a great art style. It performs really well. So let's check it out. Maybe you've not heard of WoW, so let's check it out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to work through the opening zones for both factions, and we're just going to pick one at random, I guess. So actually I want to delete Sheppy, because that's the one I was just testing with. Sorry, Sheppy. So let's create a new character. And what we have here, we have two different factions, and what basically the story of this game, in a nutshell, is there's a planet called Nexus that is said to be the homeland or the home planet of an ancient race of technologically advanced people called the Elden. You can think of those as the Titan from World of Warcraft. And this planet, for some reason, has just become known, or it's just been found, and both factions are going to go there and they want to uncover the secrets of what makes the Elden so powerful, and also where they've gone, because the Elden have disappeared. And yeah, people are just curious about that. So I've probably skimmed over a lot of the lore there. So we have two factions, the Exiles and the Dominion. So the Dominion is a powerful interstellar empire that considers Nexus its rightful legacy and will conquer it at all costs. You think they're going to be like the evil ones, but then we've got these others, the Exiles, and they've got a skull as a logo, so they're probably worse, right? The Exiles are a gutsy group of refugees, rebels and mercenaries that have come to Nexus to make a new home. So I think we'll start with the Exiles. Then we have 4 different races that we can pick from. The humans, cogs for earrings, nice. The Orin, which a little bit weird, kind of like anime furries, I guess. We have the Granok, which are just massive rock type characters, and he's got kind of like moss for a beard. It's nice. And the Mordesh, who I don't really know what the Mordesh are. Armed with forbidden knowledge of science and alchemy, the Mordesh are brilliant scientists and deadly spies. Having fallen victim to degenerative disease known as the Contagion, the Mordesh have come to Nexus to seek a cure, and they are more than ready to unleash their dark and deadly arts against their Dominion enemies. That sounds quite cool, doesn't it? So, and also they're kind of like a little bit like robots. So let's pick Mordesh. So we have 6 different classes in the game, and for lore reasons there are combinations that are locked out depending on the race that you play. So I guess we'll stick with Warrior, I think. I don't think I've played a Warrior. And we have these things called paths as well. And think of these, I guess you could think of them a little bit like a profession in another MMO, but there's so much more. So this is another way for you to level your character, and each one of these gives you personal objectives that you can do in a group as well if you want, and also they benefit groups and like your whole faction when you complete them. So a soldier has these little kind of like PvE gauntlet events that they can trigger. They're dotted around the map, and obviously as you level up they get harder, and yeah, so there's benefits there. And also if you just basically like absolutely destroying waves and waves of monsters, then you know it's a good little challenge. The Settler. The mission is to tame the wilds of planet Nexus, collecting resources to construct beneficial improvements for the community at large. Bravely facing the dangers of an alien planet for the greater good, settlers are sure to earn the adoration of their companions. We have scientists. You can probably tell I've not done these two. That's what I'm having to read them out. The scientists have come to Nexus to study its exotic flora and dangerous fauna and ancient technology. Utilising powerful upgradable scan bots to scan creatures and uncover lore, the scientist is living proof that knowledge is power. The Explorer, which I think is my favourite out of these, this basically unlocks parts of the map that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get to. So if you're one of these people that just likes roaming open world MMOs and finding cool stuff, then this one is definitely for you. And it also allows you to lay claim to parts of the map, and as you do that it will unlock additional like profession nodes and other things in that area for your faction. So I'm going to go with Explorer for now. We'll have a look at a different path when we roll a different faction. And let's customise our character. That was exactly the same but a different colour. Oh, that's quite cool. They are adding in more customization options into the betas each weekend, so that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Like the sunglasses. Let's have a look at what options we've got. Yeah, there's some good options there. I quite like that one. I really want orange hair though to go with everything. Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. Right, facial accessories. I don't know really what that accessory is going to do. Is it a glow stick? That'd be pretty good if it was. Right, so let's accept that. Let's get in and let's have a look at the opening cutscene.
I'm sorry, sir. Our last jump to the Nexus system overloaded the reactor in that section. This ship is more than 3 centuries old.
Just find that cryopod. She's got to be there. Sadie Brightland.
I know the name, Mr. Brightland.
Just call me Deadeye. Now quit arguing and get my wife out of cryo.
Internal sensors are out. Ship's records are unreliable at best. Wait, I think I found it. Functioning pod. Firing up the retrieval system. Magnetic clamps released.
Lucky for you found her. Hey, be careful.
Sorry. Hydraulics are leaking. Hold on. Damn. The records were wrong. This isn't her. She's in a different silo.
Fine. Then whoever you just woke up is gonna help me track her down.
Reanimation nearly complete. All vitals look solid.
Good. We're gonna need every able-bodied exile we've got.